Today we're going to be looking at the Charizard EX deck and its return to the meta. It was commonly thought that Charizard EX's best days were well behind it. However, now it is rising once again in the meta. People aren't teching for Charizard EX right now, whilst they're thinking about Gardevoirs and their Dragapults, which are absolutely dominating the meta. However, Charizard EX is a perfect counter to those Gardevoir EX decks which are roaming around the scene right now. So let's get straight into the deck list. If you like today's video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. And don't forget to leave a comment whether you're going to be using this deck yourself. So in this deck, we're going to be starting off with 4 Charmanders. You're also going to need 2 Charmeleons with the Flare Veil attack, which prevents all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon to this Pokemon, which means Dragapults cannot leave damage counters on it and Grimmsnarl EXs can't add damage to it if this is on your bench. And then we're going to be running 3 copies of Charizard EX with that amazing Infernal Rain ability, which lets it attach 3 fire energies from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like. And then it's got that amazing Burning Darkness attack. There's 180 damage plus 30 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken, which means Charizard EX already hits for a mighty 180 damage, but then it gets stronger as the game goes on. And that's what's going to make this Charizard so lethal. Then we're also going to be using 2 Pidgeys, 2 Pidgeotos with the free retreat, and the amazing engine of this deck, 2 Pidgeot EX with that quick search ability, which lets us search for any card in our deck. Now what's amazing about this Pidgeot is even if we're being Badooed, which stops us being able to use items, we can search for the exact cards we need. We can find some supporters that we need, we might find the boss's orders, or we might find ways to evolve our Pokemon using quick search. Pidgeot is such an amazing tech. Then we're going to be running 1 copy of Pheasantipity EX with that amazing Flip the Script ability. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. And then we're going to be using our amazing little revenge killer, the Chi-Yu. For 1 energy, you can use Flare Bringer, which means you can attach 2 basic energies from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. And that amazing Mega Fire of Envy attack. So it's 50 plus damage. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from your opponent's attack during your last turn, this attack does 90 more damage, it means it does 140 damage. It's a great little revenge attacker to take down some Pokemon. And then we're going to be using 1 Cleffer, so we can use that amazing Grasping Draw to make sure we have up to 7 cards in hand. And rather controversially, we've got Munkidori in this deck with Adrenabrain. Adrenabrain lets us move 3 damage counters off one of our Pokemon to one of our opponent's Pokemon. This is a great little way of healing our bench. Now that's what our idea is with this Charizard deck. We're healing our bench and dropping the counters so that Charizard can get some one-hit KOs. You might notice that there's no Duskull line in this one, because we don't want to be giving up prizes in this meta anymore, because by giving up prizes, we're letting those Dragapults get easy wins, because Dragapult can often take 3 or 4 prizes all at once. So we're now eliminating ourselves giving away easy prizes to our opponent. So that's why the Dusknoir line is completely gone. And instead, we're going to be healing our bench with Munkidori. Now onto the trainers. We're going to be using 4 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin, so we can search our deck for 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them on our bench. We're going to be running 2 copies of Rare Candy, so we can skip either a Charmeleon or a Pidgeotto and go straight into our stage 2. 2 copies of Artisan, so we can search our deck for a basic Pokemon, but our opponent can do that as well with Artisan. 3 copies of Iono to cause a bit of disruption. We'll be using 1 copy of Professor Chura's Scenario, which means we get to take one of our Pokemon and put it into our hand. We must discard all cards attached to it. 1 copy of Energy Search. 2 copies of Counter Catcher, so we can gust up our opponent's Pokemon if we're behind on prizes. 1 copy of Maximum Belt, so our active Pokemon does 50 more damage, which means if this is attached to our Charizard, he is already hitting for 230 damage. He's knocking out most EX Pokemon. He's knocking out Iron Hands for 1 shot, he's knocking out those Teal Mask Ogerpons, he's knocking out Pheasantipides, all without them having to take any prizes. And that's what this deck wants to do, it just wants to punch through and hit hard. We're running 1 copy of Picnic Basket, so we can try to stop those Dragapults being able to put damage counters all over our bench. We can heal then 30 from each of our Pokemon. We're running 2 Technical Machine Evolutions, so we can search them out with Arven, attach them to our active Pokemon and hopefully evolve our Pokemon that turn. We're going to be running 4 copies of Arven. Let's search our deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool. We're going to be running 2 copies of Boss's Orders so we can gust up our opponent's Pokemon. 1 copy of Jamming Tower. Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon have no effects. We'll also be running 4 copies of Ultra Ball so we can discard 2 cards and search for any Pokemon in our deck. We'll be running 2 copies of Super Rod so we can shuffle up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy from our discard into our deck. And finally, for our supporters, we'll be running 2 Brock Scouting. So we can search our deck for either 2 basic Pokemon or 1 evolution Pokemon and put them into our hand. And then for energies, we're going to be running 5 fire energies, 1 darkness energy, so we can use the Munkidori, and a luminous energy in case we need to attach it to our Munkidori or to our Charizard. And that is the deck list. So let's now get into some games and see how it gets on. Let's go Tails Never Fails, and with this deck we want to be going second preferably, so we can either use Clefairy's ability or we can use TM Evo. However, Tails has let us down and our opponent gets to pick whether we go first or second. Going first isn't that huge of a deal for this deck, but let's find out what we'll be against this time. Okay, we are going to go first. I'm quite used to seeing Charizard go first since the early days of this meta. Oh, we have got the Clefairy already. I'm going to go Clefairy. Oh, look at this. We've got TM Evo and we've got a rare candy, so we can get into that Charizard really early. Oh, they've got a mulligan. Let's see what they've got. Unfair Stamp. This looks like maybe a Goldingo deck? Goldingo is very, very popular at the moment. Right, let's put down the Artisan. Let's grab the Pidgey. And then we'll end our turn. There wasn't too much we could do on our first turn then. Now, with this Iron Thorns, it does mean that all of our EX Pokemon don't have an ability. So actually, this will mess up my Charizard because he won't be able to use his ability. Thinking about this, so I could do with 2 basics. What do I want? Just trying to think of how to get around this actually. We could Ultra Ball. How am I going to get around this? Let's Artisan. Could we Chi-Yu this? No, let's go Monkey. We'll go Munkidori. And we're going to have to use the Brock Scouting to get some more stuff. Let's grab the Charmeleon. Or the Pidgeotto. Well, no, it doesn't really matter about the Pidgeotto. Due to Pidgeot not having an ability. So let's see. We can't use that, can't use that. I could use Ultra Ball though. Gonna have to. So let's Ultra Ball away. Boss's orders and... No, the Evo. Keep the bosses. Oh no. Will it let me keep it? Yes, it will. Right, goodbye to those. Let's grab the Chi-Yu, because I think I'm going to need this. Shut Chi-Yu down, and then we can use the Grasping Draw to hopefully get some more Pokemon. It's at these moments that I really wish I had Cancelling Cologne back. Okay, so another plan we can do, attach an energy to the Charmeleon. Okay, so he is going to knock out my Clefairy soon, so put that onto you. Let's put Charmander down. I will evolve this Charmeleon because that will now scare him. I definitely do not have... I could Iono. I think it might be worth Ionoing. So we're against an Iron Thorns deck. I haven't seen one of these in a little while actually. Did we get the other energy? No, got a picnic basket. Ah, well, you know what? Arven will get me my... Oh yeah, I might as well Ultra Ball. I might as well get rid of the picnic basket and the Artisan. Not going to need them against an Iron Thorns. So let's grab a second Charmeleon. Yeah, that'll be fine. Can't evolve him yet. Let's Grasping Draw. Let's get 3 more. I'm after an energy. Did not get the energy. Okay. So my plan here, grab Maximum Belt and energy. If he doesn't put down another Pokemon, we can then hopefully one-shot. Unless you can crush and hammer me. I didn't think of that. Okay, we're safe, we're safe. You failed that one. Please say you've got no more. Pokegear, okay. Arven. We're probably going to grab another Crushing Hammer. Arven's coming up. We've got ways of getting around this, I think. Oh, you know what I have with Chi-Yu. If he discards enough, I can then bring in my Chi-Yu. We've got ways of getting around Iron Thorns now. I've not seen this deck in ages. It's really, really interesting to see an Iron Thorns deck again. Oh, now he's going to go for the Techno Machine. Energize. So now he's got 2 T-Tars. Well, Iron Thorns, sorry. All energied up. Oh, got me other Charizard. Let's grab Charmeleon. Right, yeah, there we go. So what's really handy is he did not get rid of my other energy. So now we've got Max Belt. So energy search for that, the fire energy. Hey, and they've conceded. As they know, we've now got all the pieces to beat Ironthorn's EX. Nice little win there for Charizard. That used to be quite a nasty matchup in the past. But once again, Charizard picking up our very first win with it. Okay, let's go for Tails, because Tails never fails. However, it's not really done as much luck recently as we get another Heads. And our opponent will choose whether we get to go first or second. I've not been able to go second for a little while now. So my opponent gets to go first. And I've got a mulligan. And so did they. Okay, we've got a couple of options now. What did they get? That's my mulligan. There's... Oh, okay. Am I going against a Wood Trio? That would be pretty cool. I'm going to chuck both Pidgeys down because I'm a little bit nervous of getting murdered. Okay, Porygon. Okay, interesting. It's a Team Rockets deck. I don't remember seeing a Porygon in one. This could be the new Moltres version that I've not seen. That's a good use of that Proton. So they're going to be able to fill up their bench now with that. Oh gosh, all the Porygons. This is going to be interesting. Okay, cool. Loads of Porygons. And the factory. Gosh, they're getting all sorts going on here. One good thing is I can get rid of their factory with my Artisan. Oh, got the Chi-Yu. Stick down Chi-Yu. Artisan in. Oh, I've got a plan. Let's grab ourselves a Cleffa. Hello, Cleffa. Retreat the Pidgey into the Cleffa. And then we can grasp and draw. Get ourselves some more cards. Okay, that makes things a little bit better. If we grab Munkidori, we can get some Munkidori action going as well, which would be quite cool. Got our Chi-Yu. Ooh, the Giovanni. Okay. Oh, they grabbed my Charmander. That is not good. Oh, the Porygon Z. Double check what he's going to be doing. Oh, wow. He's going to be doing some mighty damage with that. Okay, selecting cards from their hand. Bite of those. So you have to discard to... Yeah, I see the idea. You get rid of all those Team Rocket. Oh, he's even using my Artisan against me now. Okay, didn't grab anything. Having a little shuffle of the deck. Our command. Goodbye to my poor Charmander. Okay, enjoy your prize. Really done with trying to get my Chi-Yu going already there, really. Okay, so if I chuck down my Cleffa. Cleffa will not probably be ready for this world. Basic Pokemon. Let's see which one we've got. Let's grab Charmander, chuck him down onto the bench, power up the Chi-Yu, and Brock Scouting. Yeah, Brock Scouting. Let's grab all the pieces we need for a Pidgeot. Yeah, let's do that. That's all I can do, isn't it? And, oh, I'm not going to be able to use Grasp and Draw. Grasp and Draw for nothing. Never mind. Okay, we're just trying to help ourselves out the best we can. We're going to go into Chi-Yu and hopefully knock out this Porygon that way. I didn't concentrate either on how much damage that Team Rocket's Porygon did actually. I'll have to keep an eye on that. One energy in there. He's going to use Artisan. What are you going to be doing? Just shuffling your deck again with it? Very interesting deck. This is cool seeing this Team Rocket's deck. Oh, the Brilliant Blender. They are going to be absolutely stacking damage now on that Porygon. Goodbye to all those Protons. Okay, 160 damage. Okay, let's go into Chi-Yu to get the revenge. This is what you were made for, Chi-Yu. You're a little revenge attacker. Do your thing. Draw for turn. Okay. Luminous Energy. Now we want to use Arven to grab the rare candy. And let's grab the TM Evo. Let's grab ourselves our Pidgeot. Then it's time to grab our Charmeleon right here. I'm thinking grabbing another Charmander just in case. And the next turn grab the monkey. So Chi-Yu, do your thing. 140 damage. Taking out the Porygon Z and hopefully hoping that they don't have another one somewhere to buy me a turn or two. Got another Porygon down. Okay, let's see what they're going to do this time. So Night Stretcher, that's to grab the Porygon Z. Okay, that poor Chi-Yu, you've done a grand job, but you're definitely not destined for here much longer. Oh, the Artisan is gone. It's time for the Team Rocket's factory again. What's it going to be from them? Petrol. Oh, that's a shame. We might have to use the Professor Churro in this to scoop up a Charizard if he takes too much damage. Okay, there's the Transceiver. This is a cool little deck that they've got going on here. Okay, so selecting cards from hand, they're discarding 2. Right. There it is, there's the triple. So they have to discard that at the end of this turn, but they don't really mind too much. Okay, so he's now doing 200 damage. That's incredible. Okay, that's it. They're getting themselves a prize card. Might be good. Might be definitely worth an Iono or 2 right now. Go on then, Charmeleon. Get yourself in there. See what we get. We've got us. Oh, okay, we've got ourselves our Charizard already, so let's go straight into Char. Infernal Rain, yes please. 1, 2. Straight to Charizard. Okay. Let's give him the max belt. I'm going to save my quick search. Let's just do an IO note. Hopefully just trying to mess them up a bit. And I might get rid of their factory as well. There's the Fez. That's really important. So Fez is now down. Quick search into another Artisan. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, have I got another one? Yes, I do. So Artisan. Let's go to Charmeleon. Let's now do this into Munkidori. So that's now all my basics. And then we're going to flip the script. Let's see what we get. Okay, more buddies. Don't need any of those. Burning Darkness, let's take it out. And let's hope that that Iona has just stifled any plans they have of coming back. They're going to use my Artisan. I'm really hoping that without their factory, without any, that they've really messed up, but can only hope. Ooh, the Mimikyu. Okay, that's a great call on their part. What a move by them. That Mimikyu's got to go. Okay, they're going for the Night Stretcher. Here comes a Porygon again. Ooh, my turn. Right, I'm worried about that Mimikyu, so let's just get rid of him straight away. So if I Artisan, Arven even, into Counter Capture. And let's grab the second machine Evo. Counter into Mimikyu. Might as well evolve him. Infernal Rain. Grab the 1 energy. Stick it on that same Charizard. Let's grab a Night Stretcher so he's completely powered up. Oh, I don't have one. Super Rod it is. Oh, yeah. Super Rod, put it back in the deck. Yeah, I've got 2 energies there. Chuck them back in. And let's take out this Mimikyu. 540 damage. So now I'm hoping that we just hit so hard that there's nothing that this guy can do, but let's find out. Just really hoping that they haven't got anything else left. They've got an air balloon on that Porygon. Give them a bit of free retreat. Oh, the transceiver didn't work this time. Okay, they've got ways of getting around it though. 8 cards in hand now. Gonna have to try to get another IO now, I think. Ooh, and the factory's back. That is annoying. Pulling out all the cards that they need here. Back up to 8. Another Porygon 2, actually. I didn't look at this one. Similar to the Porygon. Oh, they all evolved now. 240. Okay. That's good to remember. I need a Churro. And I've got the Fire Energy. That's really good. So chuck that on you. That's now a quick search. Come here, Churro, because I can't leave 2 prizes for them. That easy. Churro, scoop up this Charizard. Back in. Chuck this one there. Chuck down my Charmander. And take out their Porygon. So now they can still take out a Charizard, but I should hopefully win the prize race. So I'm definitely knocking something out every turn. It's going to take them 2 turns just to take out 1 Charizard at this rate. And I'm also going to have to hope that they haven't got any more energies left. Okay, there's a Psychic Energy gone on that one. Ooh, can't catch into the Pidgeot. That's kind of... Oh, I see. They're going to just try to one-shot my Pidgeot, I think. I've got my boss's orders as well. Sacred Ash. What does that do? Oh, gosh, everything's coming back in. Okay, they've gone for Team Rocket's factory. They are back up. They're getting all sorts of things going on. Our command, 290, knocking out my poor Pidgeot. They've got a lot of cards in hand now. Okay, go Charizard. Let's get ourselves a Charmeleon and a Pidgeotto. Really do with an IO now here. I got it. Let's get them down to a 1 card hand. hopefully might help me. Just gonna have to hope that they didn't pull anything from that one card. Let's find out if I got lucky. And I've luckily pulled the last Charizard that I need. Oh, never. They seem to somehow... I've got a few pieces going there. Did I survive? Let's find out. Ultra Ball and they get rid of more stuff. Is it going to be a Mimikyu? Yeah, there's the Mimikyu. I suppose you can now one-shot Charizard with Mimikyu. But it did attach an energy 4 turns, so I might hopefully have done this. I have indeed. That's another victory for the Charizard EX deck. Thanks for watching Cinnabar Collectibles. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. And we'll see you in the next video. Good night.